With the OnePlus 9 and 9 Pro around the corner, it's time for me to do my final review of the OnePlus 8T. Let's get into it. Normally I'm not so hard on OnePlus for its shortcomings, but that was when they deemed themselves as a flagship killer and the phones was going for like $500 and $600, but that is no more. The 8T goes for $750, which is a lot of money. No, it's not the $1,000 that other flagships go for, but at $750, this puts them in flagship space, and at that point they should no longer be considered a flagship killer. They're now a flagship device, so they should be now reviewed as a flagship phone. That being said, the OnePlus 8T is a really good phone, and in my opinion, it's still unmatched when it comes to performance. But not much has changed from the OnePlus 8. Even the OnePlus 8 was just an okay phone. There wasn't really a big improvement from the 7T Pro, which to me was the last OnePlus device that had me really excited. Still to today, I think the OnePlus 7T Pro Mac 11 edition was the best phone ever designed, and I'm really sad that they didn't stick with the pop-up camera because I really love that thing. With the 8T, there is no wow factor. It's a bunch of the same old thing, and yes, they gave us always on display, but on the flip side of that, they left out wireless charging, which still don't make any sense to me. A lot was made of the new camera system on the OnePlus 8T, but for me, this is where OnePlus still continues to take a big L when it comes to the camera department. It's still sad to see that there wasn't any major camera improvements. Normally, the camera is just tolerable, but I don't think we should be settling for tolerable anymore. I mean, we should really want some real improvements from OnePlus. I feel like OnePlus is at the point now where they are considered a flagship phone, so they should give us some flagship camera abilities. Like, the camera was so bad recently when I needed to take some pictures that I just put the OnePlus 8T away and I had to pull out the iPhone 12 mini and never pulled the OnePlus 8T back out. And at that point, it's like when I just stopped using the phone. It has been way too many years of OnePlus having such a mediocre camera performance, and with the OnePlus 9 that's coming out soon, I really hope that they make some really big improvements when it comes to the camera performance, because they are now considered a flagship phone and they want to compete with the likes of Samsung, Google, and Apple. They really need to come really strong with the OnePlus 9. Even with the supposedly improvements they've made with the haptic system, which is another part of the phone that they've always struggled with, in haptics 2.0, I really can't tell the difference. Maybe there's like a 10% improvement, but it's nothing for them to make a whole selling point about. The new cooling system that they've added and said they'd redesigned the whole cooling system and should keep the phone way cool, especially while playing games. Another thing, I don't see the improvements there either, because the phone still gets really hot when I'm using 5G. So what's really new with the OnePlus 8T? I know I'm going in on OnePlus right now, but if someone doesn't say it, they won't feel like they need to make improvements, so I'm just throwing these out there right now. But not all that is bad. As I said in the beginning of the video, OnePlus is still unmatched when it comes to performance, and I think they lead the game right now when it comes to performance. With the Snapdragon 865 processor, the 120 Hz fluid display, and the minimal OS, this all leads up to a really smooth and responsive OS that's just, it's just so snappy. I mean, when you use a OnePlus phone and use like a Samsung phone or iPhone or other thing, you just see that the OnePlus phone, it just leaps and bounds ahead of everything else when it comes to performance. Also, Warp Charge 65 is just unbelievable. Like, I'll let my phone go down to like 1% just so I can plug it in and watch it shoot back up to 50% in a few minutes. Like, it's crazy how fast this phone charges. To wrap this up, in my opinion, OnePlus really needs to go out and take more risk and try to push innovation. The OnePlus 8 and 8T is barely an upgrade. It's just a spec bump, and for me, using a OnePlus device just become like really stale and boring. I really like OnePlus as a company, and I hope that they push innovation and bring something new and fresh with the OnePlus 9, because at this point, I'm done with 8T. But anyway, thanks for watching. I'm Joe, and that was another Joe Tech Talk. I'm out.